the pile to the 20 and another first down. So this is where the Ravens want to run the ball. Baltimore Ravens trying to win their 4th straight win, and the streak started in New Orleans, beating Cincinnati, and then the big come-from-behind win at Tennessee last week when they were down by 19, the biggest turnaround in Ravens history. Jamal Lewis, carrying the burden, has 68 of his 80 yards here in this second half. First down on the 20. Again Lewis. Malloy from behind. Clock runs under 4 minutes.
Now watching the linebackers for the Atlanta Falcons, they're really biting on that run right now with Jamal Lewis running so well. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a little play action right here.
And there is Michael Vick, who has thrown 1 touchdown pass today, 127 yards passing, 47 yards rushing. But the defense getting the pounding right now. Falcons trying to avoid their 3rd straight loss. Loss would put him at the 500 mark after the brilliant start. 2nd down and 7. And here is Lewis. And Lewis getting inside the 15-yard line. Keep in mind the Falcons, who had a 6-2 start last year and finished 8-8, have never put together 2 winning seasons back-to-back. And a timeout called by Atlanta with 3:10 on the clock. Ravens controlling the ball and the game by 7. Ravens lead the Falcons 17-10, and the Falcons are left with only 1 timeout remaining. This is the 14th play of this drive. They've beaten over 8 minutes. Textbook case of ball control with the lead. 3rd down and 4. Again, and it's caught by Mason for the first down. They have worked hand in hand for those many years at Tennessee. 9-yard pickup, and it'll be first down and goal for Baltimore.
Well, if they could ever start a game with the sense of urgency and the sense of purpose they've shown on this drive, this would be a very dangerous offense. But the last 2 weeks, Baltimore has gotten off to really slow starts in the beginning of the game.
There you see this drive and how much they've chewed up as far as the clock. And you're right, the Ravens, who have already won 3 games trailing in the 4th quarter, were trailing in the 3rd quarter today. Jamal Lewis scores his 3rd touchdown. The hat trick for Jamal Lewis, a 5-yard touchdown run, as the Ravens just about putting this game away.
Well, you can't get into a 4-minute drill situation. That's at the end of the game. You're trying to take the time off the clock and see it executed any better than that Ravens offense just did right there.
And Matt Stover adding the exclamation point, the 24th point of the game, and the Ravens leading 24-10 late in the game. Three minutes, 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Ravens leading the Falcons 24-10. And I'll tell you what, the Falcon defense hasn't played all that badly in this game, as the career high matched by Lewis with his 3rd touchdown, because the returns earlier by B.J. Sams, and then finally getting worn down late in the game. Jarius Norwood returning for Atlanta, and finally goes down at the 27-yard line. So we'll take a break right here. Just under 3 minutes to go. Back here in Baltimore, Dick Stockton along with Darryl Johnston, Tony Siragusa, as the Ravens leading 24-10. We're down 7-0 at halftime, and really turned it on with 24 second half points. Michael Vick has completed 11 passes in 19 attempts, 127 yards. A touchdown gave the Falcons the lead back in the 1st quarter. Vick gets stuffed by Terrell Suggs at the 21. A loss of 6, and that is the 5th sack by the Ravens defense today.
This is the only defensive lineman on the field. Number 90, Trevor Price. He's the only defensive lineman. Everybody else, linebackers, secondary. This is a very fast Baltimore Raven defense on the field right now.
2nd and 15. Michael Vick runs for it and picks up 6. There's the pressure on Vick. We talked about the 5 sacks. He's had to hurry a few times, hit more. It'll be 3rd down. Michael Vick with time, and the pass bouncing in front of Roddy White. And that will bring up 4th down. Tuesday at 9/8 Central. Watch the Emmy Award-winning smash hit House, all new at its new time. That's Tuesday, 9/8 Central, right here only on Fox. Viewer discretion is advised. 4th down, and the Falcons, with nothing to lose, of course, needing 8 yards to keep it going, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Michael Vick fires incomplete, not even close. Jenkins was the closest receiver. So the Ravens will take over on downs, and for Jim Mora's team, not an easy task to begin with, coming to Baltimore against their defense, even without Ray Lewis, who is a cheerleader today. Ravens getting the job done in the 2nd half. The Falcons will drop to 5-5 on the year, and in the NFC South, the Saints are trailing the Carolina Panthers. If they go on and win, will be tied for 1st with the Saints, and the Falcons will be in 3rd, a game behind. And next week, Atlanta and New Orleans hook up in Atlanta. 2:03 to go. And Thanksgiving Day, it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Dallas Cowboys, who have eyes on the lead in the East. In the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles getting shocked by Tennessee. Topsy-turvy year, unpredictable year to say the least. 2-minute warning here in Baltimore. We'll be back after these messages. Two minutes remaining in the game, and the Ravens lead 24-10, and getting the ball back after the 4th down play failed for the Falcons. And there's Arthur Blank, the Falcons owner, talking with Jim Mora. Well, we're 5-5, and we got New Orleans at home. This was a tough game to begin with. Michael Vick only 1 for 7 for 49 yards and was sacked 4 times. So running back Musa Smith gets a few, but not only did the Ravens offense come alive, their defense was great as well. But this game, Michael Vick gave the Falcons their lead with the pass to Jenkins, but a big game by B.J. Sams. Returns of 65, 59, and 59, and 3 touchdowns by the veteran Jamal Lewis. And that's all she wrote as the Ravens winning going away today. And Steve McNair, who engineered the big 19-point comeback last week, only 7 today, but the Ravens remain, you know, a very tough team to contend with in a very tough conference.
And all that done today without their emotional leader, Ray Lewis, on the field. So, you know, you miss his production, but I think the spark with him being there emotionally, and hopefully that's the reason that the last 2 weeks, last week against Tennessee and this week against Atlanta, they have started slow. Maybe they miss Ray as much from an emotional standpoint as they do from his production on the field.
3rd down and 7. Musa Smith. And let's take a look at our game summary. As the Ravens rush for 95 yards, but got 3 rushing touchdowns by Jamal Lewis. Defense got to Vick, who was sacked 5 times. And of course, the great return game by B.J. Sams.
You talked about that defense wearing down. 35 minutes time of possession by that Ravens offense.
Looking at Atlanta, of course, they have the Saints next week. and road games at Washington and Tampa Bay, but 5-5. And right now the Falcons have to be concerned with their playoff hopes right now after starting 5-2 and losing 3 games in a row. The Ravens have called a timeout, and they're the Ravens schedule. When you look at it, with Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, most of their games will be against losing teams the rest of the way. The Ravens, who have never been 7-2 in their franchise history, now will go 8-2. Even in their Super Bowl winning year, they were 5-4 through 9 games. And it's big for Brian Billick, because there were some questions being asked before they made the change in the play calling department.
Yeah, everybody really wondered how much that would change anything. And, you know, I think it has from a standpoint of rhythm and calmness. And you see right there, they've got a tremendous buffer right now in the AFC North. Actually 7-2, 4-5 Cincinnati, 3-6 Cleveland, and 3-6 Pittsburgh.
4th down and 4 with 1:11 on the clock. And Musa Smith will get the first down and eat up the rest of this game. The Ravens started the year with 4 victories in a row, then stumbled at Denver, which is no crime, and then losing a 2-point game to Carolina at home, but now have won 4 straight games and are really set up well for the rest of this year, and fighting for maybe one of the home field advantages in the AFC.
Well, that was the thing. There was a lot of excitement surrounding the Ravens starting the season. They need to adjust their expectations right now.
So they're going to take a knee right here as time runs down. We want to thank our production and technical staff. Game produced by Bob Stenner, directed by Sandy Grossman. The associate director, Charles McDonald. Our associate producer, Wayne Wilson. The broadcast associate has been Andy Cavanaugh. Sideline producer, Eddie Toner. Technical producer, Bob Mueller. Our technical director, Joe Abenda. The tape supervisor, Michael Nathanson. The pregame show was produced by Scott Ackerson and directed by Bob Levy. The studio technical supervisor, Jack Simmons. The senior producer is Bill Brown. The executive producers of Fox Sports, Ed Gorin and David Hill. And our thanks to our spotter, Chris Visser, statistician Rick Odioso, and Mike Eldridge, and Bill Cullen in our production truck.
And a couple local guys here, Kevin Santos, Phil Frazaka, some of the guys who give us the great shots on the field, and Tom Newman, one of our tape guys.
They're on our regular crew, but they are from here, so
they're
they
local.
had
Yeah, not local as in we picked them up. Local is welcome home. You guys got to stay at home this weekend while you work.
Short trip. So there is McNair and Vic commiserating at midfield, and the final score, once again, the Ravens 24 and the Falcons 10. 8-2 on the year for the Ravens, and the Falcons drop to 5-5. And we'll be back with more from Baltimore after these messages.
After Super Bowl 30, Steelers head coach Bill Cowher walked off defeated. He was comforted by his wife Kay and daughter Megan.
Good job, Bill!
I'm sorry. We'll see you in the locker room, okay?
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Good job, Bill! Good job, Bill! Good job, Bill! Great job! Get up next year!
10 years later, Cowher, the NFL's longest tenured coach with one team, was back in the Super Bowl.
They don't think that you can do it and that you can sustain it. It's about every man playing hard on every snap. You go out there and you have fun and you hit them right in the mouth.
Jerome Bettis had waited 13 years. In his hometown of Detroit, surrounded by a sea of terrible towels, the bus was going on his final ride.
It's sweet homecoming. Sweet homecoming. This is my Super Bowl for me. Super Bowl XL. We know it's official this time.
Exactly.
been a pleasure.
It has
and
been
an honor,
real.
okay?
That's real.
Love you to death.
Love you to death, baby.
Let's have a big one, okay? Last
All
one,
right.
let's go all
Hey,
time.
let's finish up strong.
Head coach Mike Holmgren won his first Super Bowl with Green Bay.
We get it today.
Now he was trying to direct Seattle to its first ever title.
I'm gonna walk out there and go to my left. You go around, don't run me over. Yeah, that's that way it's left.
Yeah!
It ain't gonna take nothing more than your best. That's all you got. Guys, greatness is only a few feet away from us. It's up to us to walk that mile.
Nothing more than your best effort on every play. You play smart, you stay focused, and above it all, you play physical.
The Super Bowl is about ready to begin. Here's the run-up by Jeff Reed, and Super Bowl 40 is underway.
Seattle set the tone in the Super Bowl with an up-tempo passing game. Quarterback Matt Hasselbeck kept the Steelers off balance, but dropped passes and penalties kept the Seahawks out of the end zone.
Hasselbeck has all day, comes up, throws for the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Seattle. Catching the ball in the end. Oh, they're going to mark her down in the end zone. So it is not caught by Darrell Jackson.
Pass interference, number 82.
So Darrell Jackson got caught in the back of the end zone, push it off.
Midway through the second quarter, Seattle had dominated, but only led 3-0.
Listen up, listen up. Hey, it ain't no different than week one. We're gonna do what we do, and we've been doing this since training camp. Take care of our business.
It took 19 minutes for Pittsburgh to get its first down. Then Bill Cowher opened things up.
You have to get something going, maybe thinking about a
Watch the hole!
gadget, maybe, a reverse.
On the reverse, Hines Ward gained 18 yards. It seemed that the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger had finally found the rhythm.
Seattle showing blitz. Play action fake. Ben is back. He's going to air it out down the right sideline. The pass will be intercepted at the 17-yard line. Michael Boulware, the strong safety, leaping, pulled it down for the interception.
Listen now. Listen. When you start feeling cover two, you be smart. Take the checkdowns.
Take control of that huddle, man. Let's get everybody going. Get in the rhythm.
Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go. Hey, stay with it. That's all. Stay with the ball.
With 7 minutes left in the half, Ward caught an impromptu shovel pass, and the Steelers were on the move again. Roethlisberger looked to his trusted playmaker again in the hope of taking the lead.
For the end zone, the pass is incomplete off the fingertips of Hines Ward.
Very close to being a touchdown.
Hines dropped, you came back, we're good. Hey.
Yeah, you should have that one.
Trust in what you see. If it's cover two, work the high-low, because they're all sticking back for the deep ball.
Facing a 3rd and 28, the Steelers were looking to move into field goal range. Instead, they got an improvised game-turning play.
Look for an open man. He's going to fire it down the field. The pass will be caught at the 3-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh. Hines Ward with a big catch. That's first and goal.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to number 86.
Soon after Ward's catch, it was 3rd and goal from the 1. A surprising volunteer offered to take it the final yard.
Give it to me, I'll take it over the top, coach.
I know. If it's 4th down, though, I'm going for it here. It's less than a yard.
Let me go over the top, coach.
We got a touchdown right here. What we got? Touchdown. What we got? Quarterback sweep. Quarterback sweep? Quarterback boss.
Leg left. And Ben dives for the goal line, and he's going to be caught short of the... No! It's a touchdown, Pittsburgh! Ben hit the shot.
Good job, baby. I caught him.
The touchdown ruling was immediately challenged by Mike Holmgren. While the officials reviewed it, Ben Roethlisberger and members of both sidelines debated it.
Shoulder was down across, but the ball wasn't.
I think the little tip of the ball touched it.
A terrible towel waved hopefully overhead. and soon the decision was rendered.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
Well, hey, that was you, baby.
I dropped that ball, man.
That's all right. Hey, we got the 7, and you know what? You got to make up for it. How about that?
After 14 years of trying, Bill Cowher was just 30 minutes away from his first Super Bowl title.
How we doing?
We're up. Let's go. I'm not sure exactly how, but let's go.
The Steelers led at the half, but Bill Cowher derived little satisfaction from their performance.
That was not our best half. But you're up 7-3. You gotta come out this half, man. Now, I'm telling you, 30 minutes, baby, 30 minutes. Let's go.
And they hand it to Willie Parker. Finds a lane. He's on his way. Look out. Foot race, 45-50. Willie Parker, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Willie, touchdown. Willie Parker, 75 yards. And this place is a Steeler maniac's haven.
It parted like the Red Sea, baby. Good job, baby. Hey, that thing opened up so pretty. Did he even get touched?
Guard Alan Faneca threw a key block, and the second play from scrimmage in the second half featured textbook blocking from the other members of Pittsburgh's line, and a lesson in speed from Willie Parker.
Edric Pruitt, the backup free safety. He was no match for fast Willie Parker. He was gone.
That boy is extra fast. That's lightning right there, baby.
There is no substitute for speed.
No. He got up in that hole at safety, didn't have a prayer.
Didn't have a chance.
That's got to be one of the longest Super Bowl touchdown runs. Marcus Allen, I think.
No, Marcus Allen.
Willie Parker, a Super Bowl record 75-yard scoring run.
Hey, a lot of football left. You make sure you protect that ball. You got me? You protect that ball.
Now, let's be smart. Let's not play not to lose. Okay?
No, we're playing. We are going to play. Trust me. You be smart now. I trust you. Make it pay.
Cowher trusted his quarterback, and Ben Roethlisberger put his faith in Hines Ward's hands.
What a grab at the 48.
You know, I keep busting Hines about the fact that he gets manicures, and I'm never going to do that again, because only if you have a manicure can you catch a ball on your fingertips off your shoelaces.
That is a hell of a catch.
Ward's sticky fingers and Jerome Bettis's nimble feet moved the Steelers into position for another touchdown.
You can see the bewilderment on the faces of the Seattle Seahawks. They had what they felt was control of this ball game in the first half, and they've lost it.
Be smart now. Be smart.
Midway through the third quarter, the Steelers had a chance to take a 21-3 lead.
3rd and 7 at the 7. Ben is back, dumps it off, it's intercepted, look out. Running up the sideline, Kelly Herndon. He's got blockers. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He gets a block on Ben. Now he's going to get tackled inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Ben floated that pass in the flat. Herndon stepped in and was on a roll.
That's all right. Let's go get it back. Don't worry about that, baby.
Yeah, when I was watching, it looked like it just came out lower than you wanted it to. It's one of those you want to go over and it comes out this way.
Yeah, I threw it soft enough that it wasn't just a good.
Yeah.
3 plays after the interception, the NFL's highest scoring team registered its only touchdown of Super Bowl 40.
Hasselbeck back. He waits. He looks. He fires for the end zone. There's a man wide open. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Jeremy Stevens hangs on to this, baby.
And right when you think the Steelers were starting to put the boots to Seattle, you see momentum has clearly swung to the other side of the field.
You better have a short memory now. Let's go. All right. You all right? Let's go.
The touchdown with the tight end, that's wide open. We better than that.
Touchdown with a tight end, that's James.
I know whoever it is, I'm saying, we better than that. Make them earn it.
That's what the Super Bowl's all about, man. Come down 15 minutes. All the hard work we put into it come down to the last quarter.
As the fourth quarter began, the Steelers were clinging to a 4-point lead.
Down to the 1-yard line is Jeremy Stevens. A great catch by Jeremy as he hangs on. A flag is down. Oh, my goodness, it's coming back. A hold on Sean Locklear.
Sean Locklear puts the clamps on that jersey right on the shoulder pad, and he does it right in front of the officials.
I can't believe it. First and 20 at the 29. Hasselbeck back. He's hit. He's spun. He's dropped by Casey Hampton at the 35-yard line. Hasselbeck back, throws it down the field, intercepted at the 6, and the Steelers play takeaway on Taylor.
And now the momentum's back on the black and gold side.
Hey, Wiz, you gotta let her keep playing now. We can't put the handcuffs on.
With players like eventual MVP Hines Ward at their disposal, Bill Cowher and offensive coordinator Ken Wisenhunt called their final gadget play of the season.
And they pitch it to the left, and now here's the handoff on the reverse to Antoine Randall. He's going to throw it down the field. There's a man open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Hines Ward! Yeah, baby! The Steelers score from 43 out on a gadget play that they worked on in practice on Friday. That was deep into the bag of the Wisenhunt tricks.
Antoine Randall became the first wide receiver to throw a touchdown pass in a Super Bowl.
The former quarterback from Indiana gets a touchdown pass to Hines Ward.
And the thing that sprung L on that is the block by Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey, great block. Hey, that's a great block, baby.
Big Ben had a quarterback rating lower than his age, but his big block freed Randall on the signature play of Super Bowl 40.
That's big, baby. That's big, baby. That's big, boy. Let's go. Long football left. 26.
The Steelers weren't about to celebrate too soon.
If you get this, it's over.
On what appeared to be a broken play,
Ben kept it.
Pittsburgh clinched its first Super Bowl in 26 years. The Buses' football journey had come full circle. Jerome Bettis was ending his career where it began. Big Ben's career has started with a wild ride, and now he's the youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
If this your last stop, I don't know what it is, man. Yeah. I love working with you, dog.
Thank you, man.
You made me what I am, which ain't much, but you helped me, dog, and that's on the real.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, baby.
I love you, baby.
Hey, Hines, can you believe it? Been through a lot, man.
Been through a hell of a lot, Coach. We've been through a hell of a lot, man.
You know what? This is what all work.
That's what it ain't no question. Every hard work, all this we put into it.
I love you, man.
Oh, it's all good.
Sorry I didn't get you a carry.
Don't worry about it.
I got you a ring.
That's all that matters.
Ten years ago, his wife and daughter consoled him when he lost the Super Bowl. This time, the Cowers enjoyed a championship embrace.
On the count of three, let's give a big high five. Everybody in the middle. 1, 2, 3.
We are the champs.
The Pittsburgh Steelers did it the hard way.
I got 2 more of them.
This is the last one. I love you.
I love you,
I love you, man. You promised, man. You came through, man. You're a champion, man.
Thank you for everything, Bussy.
You hear me?
Listen, you mean so much to me, man. I'll never forget this.
Everybody said they couldn't do it, and here they are getting ready to hoist the Lombardi Trophy.
I played this game to win a championship. I'm a champion, and I think the last stop is here in Detroit.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, champions of the NFL.
A welcome sight to the entire Pacific Northwest as the NFL's reigning MVP Shaun Alexander returns this afternoon. Live from Candlestick Point, Fox NFL Sunday presents the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Entering Week 11 in the